Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Danelle. It has been a wild week, particularly in the cryptocurrency and equity markets. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. As you can see, Bitcoin has gone up over 30% over the last 7 days. The last time we recorded a video, Bitcoin was around 20,000 or so, and it's reached upward of 28,000, and it's now pulled back just a little bit, and it's currently trading at 26,929 at the time of this recording, now $923.09. Ethereum is currently trading at $1,750, and it was actually just above 1,800 earlier today. As you can see, it is also up significantly, 18.99% over the past week. So as we discussed in our last video, we had a banking crisis. Silicon Valley Bank, Silvergate Bank, as well as Signature Bank all had bank failures over the past couple of weeks, and Silicon Valley Bank being the largest bank, the top 20 bank, needed to get a backstop from the Federal Reserve where all depositors were going to have guarantees of their deposits, even though they generally only have FDI insurance for up to $250,000. But the federal government came out and said, we will make sure that if people have deposits in that bank, that they will make sure that they would be able to receive all of their funds in full. So given all the bank closures and waning trust in the traditional financial system and the banking system, people have started to look towards other alternatives as to where they could store their money and retain value. And one of the main philosophies behind Bitcoin is the fact that it will be a store of value. It is a store of value. And now that we're in the digital age, it makes sense to have a digital currency that is not centralized. It is decentralized. There is no governmental entity that can control Bitcoin. Due to the network effects, it makes it even stronger. And now people are looking to Bitcoin to store their value. So we've seen a huge jump, as you can see, over the last 7 days. Bitcoin now up over 30% at 26.9 currently, and you can see Bitcoin being the top dog. It floats all boats. So other cryptocurrencies started to see a rise in value, as well, as we can see here in the top 25. So if we go to the Bitcoin chart and look a little bit closer, Bitcoin year to date is up over 60% at 62.82%. And you can see just a little over a week ago on Friday, March 10th, Bitcoin was trading at $20,000, now at $27,000. So if you bought in that time frame, then you would have made an easy nearly 60%, excuse me, not 60%, 30 something percent just off of trading in a week. So it's pretty interesting to see what's happening. A lot of people are starting to flood into Bitcoin. So we're going to see what's going to happen over these next several days, over these next several weeks, because now that Bitcoin price is rising and it's becoming a global phenomenon, more people from around the world are probably going to try to look to get into Bitcoin as well. So that's usually how a massive bull run can start. So as I mentioned, you can get over 30%, or you could have gotten over 30% in a trade if you bought Bitcoin a little over a week ago. So it's pretty amazing to see what's happening with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin right now. But as we know, Bitcoin is extremely volatile. It has its major ups and downs. You can see everything's pretty much been in a bear market for the past year, but you're starting to see a sudden spike up over these last several weeks. If we now look to the S&P 500, we can see that this benchmark index, which basically tracks the top 500 companies in the world, year to date is up 2.42%. So if you compare that to Bitcoin, which is up over 60%, a lot of people are now considering at least putting a small percentage of their portfolio into Bitcoin. And one of the largest asset managers in the world, Fidelity, which has trillions of dollars in asset under management, has now expanded Bitcoin and Ether trading to most of their retail accounts. So people like me and you can now use their platform, their digital asset platform, to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this started, I believe, earlier this month. And it actually comes in great timing because due to people looking to put some of their funds into another asset, many people are considering Bitcoin. Fidelity is now allowing retail customers like me and you the opportunity to be able to buy and have access to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, currently, you should know that they will be holding custody. They have custody of those digital assets that you buy. So there still is some risk just because Fidelity still at the end of the day is a centralized platform. So it's not your keys. So technically they say it's not your coins. And we've discussed this, go back to our earlier series where we talk about getting a hardware wallet. But you can do your own research when it comes to finding out more on how to secure your digital assets. But Fidelity is a very trusted, quote unquote, trusted, centralized authority in the finance industry, given that they hold and custody so many trillions of dollars worth of assets for institutional customers as well as high net worth individuals and other retail customers. At least for now, they're offering people the opportunity to buy digital assets and they will custody them for their retail customers. So as you can see here, clients are not yet able to transfer their cryptocurrency. Right now, Robinhood, for example, they have now allowed people the opportunity to take crypto off of their platform. So you can buy Bitcoin on Robinhood and then have it transferred to your cold wallet. This is not offered yet on Fidelity's platform, but I'm sure in due time they will expand that technology and open up wallets to where you would be able to transfer those assets. But at least now you have some access to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Fidelity will hold it for you. So that's big news. So real quickly, let's go over some of the news over the past week or two that we weren't able to get into last week. Meta currently, at least right now, is giving up on NFTs for Facebook and Instagram. As we know, they're going full steam ahead with their metaverse and artificial intelligence projects. And so they've decided to move on from NFTs. I don't think they saw a lot of movement there currently. Most people are still buying and trading most of their NFTs on OpenSea and the upstart Blur NFT platform. So they didn't see a lot of interest there, but I'm sure in due time, as NFTs continue to become more and more popular down the line, we would not be surprised if Meta visits and comes back to NFTs and considers using NFTs as a part of their landscape of Web3 blockchain technology that they are trying to make sure that they get involved in and want to become a leader in. So as you can see, Meta is winding down its work with NFTs on Facebook and Instagram, and the decision means that Meta will end its tests of minting and selling NFTs on Instagram, as well as the ability to share NFTs on Instagram and Facebook. So instead, the company is focusing on areas where we can make impact at scale, like messaging and monetization on Reels and on improving Meta Pay. So it looks like they still have a lot of other things in the works, especially with Instagram and Facebook. So we shall keep you posted if they do decide to switch gears and boomerang on back to the NFT space. And we think they will in due time. Another big news story that's come out is that Amazon will actually be jumping into NFTs and will be offering an NFT marketplace sometime, we believe, in April. That's the speculation. As you can see here, Amazon selling NFTs. How will it impact their marketplace? Amazon has a customer base of over 200 million customers. So that would be amazing for the NFT and Web3 space, because obviously if you now are onboarding or at least having access to 200 plus million customers, that could do a lot towards the adoption into NFTs and digital assets. As you can see, Amazon is reportedly launching an NFT marketplace next month, a move widely lauded in the industry as it further cements the increasing adoption of the digital assets. The effort follows that of mainstream companies dipping their toes in the space, including, and we've talked about this in the past, GameStop and Reddit. So according to Blockworks, Amazon customers will be able to buy NFTs tied to real-world assets, and the company will alert U.S. Amazon Prime customers of its digital collectibles once it goes live. So it's set to go live, it says here, on April 24th. And they will start offering 15 NFT collections, which will be available on Amazon's website. Apparently, they will not need to have crypto wallets. You don't need to buy the NFTs with cryptocurrency. So that also is going to be helpful in the easier onboarding, because it can still be a lot of friction when it comes to learning about how to set up a wallet, add cryptocurrency to the wallet, and then use the wallet to buy NFTs. So currently, Amazon is going to offer people the opportunity to buy NFTs, I believe, using their credit card or their Amazon account, similar to what Starbucks has done with their NFT initiative. So our last quick story: Yuga Labs, the team that's behind Bored Ape Yacht Club, they acquired CryptoPunks. They have Mutant Ape Yacht Club, Other D for Other Side, so many other amazing NFT projects that have done incredibly well over the past 2 years since their beginning, which I believe was April or May of 2021. And they just continue to ride the wave and be the leader in the NFT space. They recently announced and had an auction for Twelvefold, which is 300 unique generative art pieces inscribed onto Satoshis on the Bitcoin blockchain. So we had a video where we discussed Bitcoin NFTs and how it's becoming a little bit more popular. It's still in its very, very early stages, and we talked a little bit about what inscriptions are. So please feel free, we'll put a link in the description below for you to check out that video. But as you can see here, they had an auction for these 300 art pieces, and we go from 1 all the way down to 300, and the minimum that was paid for the 288th bid was 2.25 Bitcoin, which at the time was around $40,000. Now, given the spike in Bitcoin, it's now closer to $50,000+. And I believe the other 12 12-fold NFTs are reserved by the team. So it actually was just the top 288 that were offered for auction at this particular time. And the top bid went for 7.1159, which at the time I believe was around $149,000, and now it's nearly $200,000. So it's a very, very expensive generative art piece, but it is one of the first on Bitcoin, and it is the first from Yuga Labs, so there could potentially be a lot of value there. We shall see. Obviously, we're still very much in a speculative market right now, but we just wanted to give you an update on what's been going on over the last couple of weeks in NFTs, and particularly what's been going on with Bitcoin, as we see it's still on a meteoric rise over the last 7 days, going up over 30% in the last 7 days, and currently trading just around 27,000. So we'll obviously keep you posted going into next week. In the meantime, take care, and we look forward to linking up with you soon on the Networkchain. Bye-bye.